Oh my gosh, I'm so wet!
Day 1. Day 1 started off by me waking up at 6 a.m. to make breakfast. Then I got dressed to head to the airport. What was I wearing, you may wonder? Well, I was wearing the t-shirt they assigned us to wear, paired with black elephant shorts and a gray backpack. Then me and my brother scurried off to the airport. Upon arriving to the airport, we put our bags in baggage claim, headed through security with our classmates, and after security, me and my friends grouped together and waited for the planes to take off. The planes took off and we were at DC. Upon arriving to DC, we went to baggage claim. Me and Kristin got our bags first. After everyone got our bags, it was time to head out to wait for the buses to take us around the city. Me and Kristin were flexing on everybody because we had 4 wheels on our luggage, so we could stand up straight. We did not have to move our luggage behind us like peasants. And so we stayed outside waiting for the buses. The buses took a very long time, but once they were there, we were very ecstatic to board them. We boarded the buses quite excitedly. We could not wait to go around DC. Upon getting into the bus, Ella took over my vlog in an instant, using my camera as a mirror to do her ponytail. She also started to record everybody, making them wave. I must say she was a much better cameraman than me.
Weave. Wait, no. Wait.
So the buses started moving and we started off to Marine Corps Memorial. This is the memorial of the guys holding up the American flag. We took videos there and then we left and headed on over to lunch. Peyton fell asleep. She was very tired. While Peyton was sleeping, Ella took over my vlog once again, filming everybody. Then after lunch, we headed over to those 3 sticks in the sky. At that memorial, me and my friends posed as army men. While we waited to leave that memorial, me and Kristin decided to take panoramics. When we were done taking those amazing panoramics, Ella took over my vlog once again, filming everybody, way better than I could have. And the buses came, and it was time for us to board again and head over to the Martin Luther King Memorial.
No walking
Ella.
on the grass, Kristin.
Ella.
Did you see that?
She shoved me. I'm suing you for assault.
Yes, folks, expect the trial of Kristin and Ella very soon. We headed on over to the Martin Luther King Memorial. It was a pretty cool memorial, may I say. After the Martin Luther King Memorial, we headed over to the Theodore Roosevelt Memorial and through the entire exhibit, seeing each stage of his presidency, as our tour guide said. It was then Peyton decided that she was going to pose as every single statue. After that, we headed on over to the Thomas Jefferson Memorial. This memorial was quite nice. Peyton posed as Thomas Jefferson, and then we headed outside to the lake to take pictures. We took many amazing pictures, and they looked quite magnificent. We even threw Peyton in the lake. Do not worry, she can swim. While we were taking pictures, we handed our phones to Stevie, who was the only one we trusted, and my phone was recording and we didn't even know it.
You want a picture?
Is that everyone?
Hold on, I gotta take a picture.
It was then that we headed back to the hotel to do a meeting. After the meeting, we headed up to our rooms with our roommates and went to bed. Day 2. Day 2 started off by us going to the Arlington Cemetery. You know what? We went to the cemetery. I didn't record there for obvious reasons. It is a cemetery. I want to be respectful. But I did get this picture of the never not going out flame. After that, we headed on over to the History Museum. There, as we entered, was a humongous elephant greeting us. We even saw our first furry. It was then when I realized I did not film all day, so I decided I would film our entire museum walk. So get ready. Ella, who is indeed handicapped, got a wheelchair that Peyton eagerly volunteered to push her around.
I am chauffeur. Peyton.
We started at the Aquatic Museum. There we saw a very weird looking whale.
Do we go to the butterflies?
Where's the butterfly?
Upstairs.
Yeah! We decided to go upstairs to the Butterfly Museum. This is when Kristin became my cameraman.
So right now we're heading to the butterflies. That's
Peyton,
Nora.
go this way. Oh.
I'm gonna show you Nora while I talk.
No, don't
So
talk
that's
to me.
Nora.
Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me.
She's really rude and disrespectful.
Peyton, come this way.
This way.
We went to see the butterflies, but we decided to leave the butterflies because it cost money.
Oh, I'm not paying.
Yeah, I don't want to pay. So instead, we went into this jungle-like exhibit. After the jungle-like exhibit, we went and saw some mummies. We even saw dinosaur mummies. It was when we were seeing dinosaur mummies, Peyton decided to pose as one yet again. At the dinosaur exhibit, me and Kristin decided to wait in line to play a game. It was then when Kristin talked about what would happen if she got kidnapped because she is so famous.
Somebody has to stay with me, so I would get kidnapped. That'd be a disaster. I'm famous. I can see the headline. Bill Public Schools loses local famous kid on trip to Washington, D.C. I feel like Leslie Knope. You know how in Parks and Recreation she has those like one paragraph?
Oh yeah.
What are they called? News titles.
Yeah.
That's not what they're called.
I did not want to get separated from the group, so I left Kristin, but because of the buddy system, she had to come with me. We'll come back to the game. We didn't come back to the game. We met up with everybody else at the gift shop. It was then when we found a dinosaur water bottle that we had to try. It read that it made a noise, so obviously we tried very hard to get it to play that noise, but I got it by pushing down on its teeth.
How'd you do it?
Me and Kristin decided we wanted to buy something from the gift shop, but we didn't know what to get. While me and Kristin were trying to decide on what to get, Peyton got a stuffed animal dinosaur for her brother. Me and Kristin decided that we would get dinosaur eye suckers, which tasted like vanilla plastic. Peyton posed again and again and again. We had many glorious pictures now of Peyton posing as many statues. After that, we finished off the museum by going to an anti-vaxxer's worst nightmare. That was the end of our time at the museum. Now it was time to head back to the hotel and get ready for our boat cruise. Now, the boat cruise was about the most okay experience I have ever had in my entire life. It was not good. It was not bad. It was just okay. And that, my friends, was footage of us not dancing on the dance floor because we were too awkward. Me, Ella, and Peyton, at the end of the night, we felt awful. We are not party people, and it showed. So yes, the boat cruise was okay. It did wore us out. And how did we relax from boat cruise? Well, by our toilet flooding. That is right, folks. Our toilet of our hotel room flooded. We went full on madness. We called the hotel and they said they would have someone come up quickly. In the meantime, we packed all of our stuff. Ella was very concerned about her headphones. She did not know where they were.
I can't find my
I'm
headphones.
going insane. My dad's gonna kill me. Those are his.
It was then that we realized that our toiletries were still in the bathroom. So Kristin had the amazing idea to put down 2 towels in the bathroom floor, step on them, and fireman hand us the stuff. Oh my god, you imbecile! Film the right way! Even though it was such an intense situation, we could not stop laughing. There was a lot of humor in this too.
Grab it!
And all of a sudden, in the middle of all the madness, our toilet just stopped flooding.
You're kidding me. It stopped. It stopped?
It stopped.
It was then that we decided to FaceTime our friend Nora in the other room and inform our friends of what was happening. Then the janitor came in and told us that we would have to switch rooms. While we were waiting for the teacher to tell us what room we were going to be in, me, Kristin, and Ella were thinking about what we were going to call the video and the thumbnail we were going to make.
In all caps. Crazy. Wait, you know how it, like, the vlogs, they have like a 1 second clip of what happened? This should be yours. We should all be like, oh my gosh, it's so wet. Hang on, let's film it right now. I need a thumbnail.
And I'll edit toilet in there.
Yeah.
And then,
No, we need to say, oh my gosh.
Okay, wait, I'll like walk over. Oh my gosh, it's so wet. Is that good?
And then I just walk.
Oh my gosh. You can, it's like I'm walking on water.
I know. We're walking on water, guys.
Heel tuck.
Then we got switched rooms. We made it to the next room. We were only going to be in this room for about one more night, but we still made it our own. After that madness, we quickly went to bed. We were very tired and we had to wake up early the next morning. Day 3, we went to yet another museum. It was our last day in DC. We wanted to do something that we haven't done yet. So we went to the News Museum. At the News Museum, we saw parts of the Berlin Wall, which looked pretty cool. Kristin and Nora became news anchors. They did an amazing job, and they will be famous one day.
Capital.
I'm Kristin reporting to the U.S. Capitol. You can hear us! The Capitol is one of the most recognizable and impressive cities of the nation.
Both the Senate and the House of Representatives meet in the Capitol building and together compose the legislative branch of the government. For museum, network news, Nora.
现在是西门年播时间。
And at the gift shop, me and Kristin got an ice cream sandwich for astronauts.
Like a cookie.
Dude, sounds like
No.
Yes.
I mean, it tastes like
It
ice
tastes
cream,
good.
but the flavor's more bland. Yeah, it's like
One more bite.
powdery and dry, and it's awful.
After the News Museum, we went to the White House for some photo taking. We drove past the World War II Museum, and I must say, I got a pretty good picture from a moving bus. That night, we had to pack up all of our stuff for New York, because we were leaving for New York at like 5:30 in the morning. So I took a melatonin to help me sleep. But Ella was taking 30 years to pack. And I cannot take naps anywhere. I need a quiet room to sleep. So obviously I could not go to sleep until they went to sleep.
We can sleep for 4 hours on the bus, Camilla.
I can't take
Shut
naps.
your butt.
You can't, but I can.
Oh, we
so.
can. So, like, what do we
What do we care?
Kristin and Ella said that I should vlog this. So I did, and I was not happy. Are you happy, Kristin?
Yeah, pick up her granola bars.
No.
Yes!
You guys were throwing them. You pick them up. You hit me in the arm and it hurt.
I had some phlegm.
Hey, somebody
Phlegm.
get your granola bars.
Phlegm. Camilla, pick up the granola bars.
No.
Somebody
I'm
please.
ending my vlog. It was then that I checked the time and Kristin wanted me to film her doing this. Okay, I'm ready. You're weird, Kristin. I only vlogged for like 40 seconds, then I went back to bed. But then Kristin took over and vlogged for me.
I'll grab them. Yeah. You're really bad at this.
Somebody's gonna yell at me. I got 6 out of 7.
You definitely did not get 6 out of 7.
Ow!
But I keep on saying. How many is this?
I'm not gonna
This is
vlog
only
at all.
6.
Lift your
I
foot away
almost
from me.
half died.
Hey, Camilla, I got a joke for you. What? You know your drugs are kicking in?
Yeah.
Guess what else kicking in?
What?
My foot in your face!
I knew you were gonna do that.
That was a good one.
I'm gonna have to.
Day 4. The day that we drove to New York. Yes, folks, we drove all the way to New York. It took about 2 hours to drive to New York, but once we were there, it was okay. It was a city after all, and is what you would expect it to be of a city. Me and Ella had a competition of holding our breath under the Lincoln Tunnel, but our teacher told us not to do that because we could die. But we didn't care. We still did it. Day 1 in New York, we walked around, but I didn't film it because it is New York. I did not want to take out my phone. It could get stolen. We did see the Broadway show King Kong. Now, for King Kong, we got the understudy, so the original actress was not there to play the leading role. The understudy screamed really weird. We ended off the day by going up a skyscraper to see the view of the city, and it looked pretty great. I got a pretty good view. Day 5, the last day of the trip, and our last day in New York City. That day, we went on a ferry to see the Statue of Liberty. Did not go on to the island where the statue was, but we did see her from afar. After we went on the ferry, it was time to go to the airport and go back to Minnesota. That, my friends, was my trip to DC. I must say, I had a pretty fun time. That's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.